Welcome back to this channel today. We'll be talking about anger. Anger is often the most honest emotion we feel. It is a biological and spiritual alarm system that screams when something is wrong, unfair, or out of place. We often feel a deep sense of guilt when we get angry, believing it's a sign of spiritual failure. But anger itself is not the sin. It is the fuel. The danger lies in what we do with that heat. As Ephesians 4:26 instructs us, "Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger." This verse acknowledges that anger is inevitable, but it warns us against letting it sit and stew until it turns into something destructive. Christ deeply understands the fire of anger because he felt it. When he walked into the temple and saw people exploiting the poor in the name of religion, he didn't just feel mildly annoyed. He was moved to a holy, righteous rage. He flipped tables and drove out the greed. But here's the difference. Christ's anger was focused on justice, not ego. He was angry for the sake of others, never for his own reputation. When he was personally insulted, spat upon, and falsely accused, he was led like a lamb to the slaughter and remained silent. He knows the difference between a heart that is hurting and a heart that is seeking to destroy. The struggle with anger usually progresses through 5 intense stages. The trigger, that sharp, hot flash when someone crosses a boundary or ignores your worth. The narrative, the internal courtroom, where you build a case against the person who hurt you. The pressure, a physical feeling of tension, a racing heart, or a clenched jaw. The release, either an explosion, shouting, lashing out, or a slow leak sarcasm, the silent treatment. The aftermath, the heavy cloud of regret, or the cold wall of isolation that follows. Christ meets you in that narrative stage. He invites you to bring your case to him rather than taking it out on the world. He wants to help you distinguish between holy anger, protecting what is right, and unholy anger, protecting your pride. He is the only one who can take the heat of your rage and use it to refine your character, instead of burning your bridges. When you feel like screaming at the sky or at a person, Christ is the safe space where you can pour it out without being judged. To conquer anger, we must allow Christ to be our advocate. Instead of trying to manage your anger through willpower, hand the injustice over to him. Trust that he sees the wrong and that he is the ultimate judge. When we realize that God is in control, we don't have to use our anger to control everyone else. Healing begins when we let the Prince of Peace extinguish the wildfires of our temper. Don't let your anger be the boss of your life. Bring the tables of your heart to Jesus and let him do the flipping. Let him turn your rage into a resolve to do good, and your frustration into a deeper reliance on his strength. Shalom.